The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
11 mighty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. Burrow looking to pass. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Jones. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
A nice little juke. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 49 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands of Pitts here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They'll run on first down. Mills. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, and it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jones into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The Burrows throw into the hands of Sample. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. He completes this to Russell Gage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Jones now on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Bengals 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, here's Burrow. He completes it to Tate. That catch good for only a couple.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Burrow. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
On one, right? 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Now Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Running right through him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Switch it.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here we go.
Come on, ready?
54, right there. 54, Mike. And come on now.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
12.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Auden Tate, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. Touchdown! A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now See on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This is caught by Tate. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line. 12. Check three.
And Burrow going to throw again. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. And this is caught. It's Parker. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by Mike Hilton. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Mixon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Check the backer, check the backer.
11, 11.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Drew Sample, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a first down. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
Again, it's Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And some strong running. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow. He's got his man. This is Tate. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Ready, hot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Right there.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within a point.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
A
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no?
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trey Hendrickson. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Back now in Cincinnati. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Jones on 3rd and 2. He finds his man complete. That's Mills. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jones. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. They'll run on first down. Mills. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He finds his man complete. That's Mills.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1 that was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Michelle.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
27.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Play to win.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Mills. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st down, Mills. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 3rd down, it's Mills. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Auden Tate with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll try the left side. Mills. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Burrow. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Ready?
To throw, Burrow.
And he slings one that's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A final shot now for Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off inside the 5.
And the Falcons are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Falcons, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.